Welcome to our home. As you can see, summer has finally come to where we live in Santa Cruz. It's finally warm and it's beautiful here. So this afternoon we were talking with our son, and he and his husband Isaiah live in Portland, Oregon, and they have very strictly quarantined for a year and a half, and they haven't done any shows. Even though that's their profession, they travel around all over the world performing. So this month is Pride Month, and they were invited to do all these shows. He said they've been busier than they've ever been in their career. And he said that people are all really needing to experience the magic in life again, the wonder. And I think we all are. So that sense of magic and wonder can happen if you go to a show, but it can also happen in quiet miracles that happen in your life. So I want to tell you a story of a quiet miracle that happened 20 years ago. So from the time I was a small child, I dreamed of one day finding a dog and rescuing it, and then finding a home for that dog. And I just thought it would be the most wonderful, heart-opening experience. And I've always, wherever I go, I look for dogs that might need rescuing. But here in Santa Cruz, where we live, you just don't find dogs that are loose. The owners really take really good care of them. There aren't any dogs wandering the streets. But one day Barry and I and our son, who was 12, were at the beach, and we were returning home, and up on the cliff there was this little bitty dog, white with a little bit of brown, and it was really shaking. And we looked around, we stayed for a while, and nobody was claiming this dog. And I called the dog to me, and he came, or she came, and she let me hold her and just kind of cuddled into me. And I thought, this is my chance. This is what I've been waiting for since I was a child. And we walked the dog back to our car, and we had our golden retrievers too, and they were looking at us like, I don't know, I don't think that's a very wise thing. But anyway, we took this little dog home, and I decided to name her Lucy. And I wanted to either find her home or find a good home for her. That was my whole intent. Well, it was really challenging. Lucy didn't like our golden retrievers, and she would nip at their feet and bark, and our dogs were really quite miserable. But even more miserable were our 4 cats, because she terrorized them and chased them around all over the place. And our pets just looked at us like, what are you doing? And if that wasn't bad enough, she started nipping at me too, and caused some scratches on my arm and tried to bite me once. So I knew we needed to find a home for Lucy. We had called the animal shelter right away, and they said, we're so overcrowded. We really can't accept any more animals. Please try and keep her as long as you can, and we'll keep the description of her, and if anyone calls, we'll give them your phone number. We put ads in papers, we put signs along the beach. We did everything that we could think of. And one day it was just getting really bad with Lucy. And our son said, she needs a miracle. And we prayed for that, Barry and I and our son. And I went over later that day because my mother was living right next door, and I told her about it, and I said, do you know anybody who would like a dog? She said, well, my friend Barbara, her dog died. I don't know if she wants another one. And she called her friend Barbara, who lives about 10 miles away. Barbara said, no, 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 I don't want any more dogs. She was also in her 80s. She said, but my neighbor lost their dog, and maybe they would like the dog. So she said, I'll call you back. So a half hour later, this man called. He said, I think you have my dog. And this was Barbara's neighbor, and he came. Sure enough, it was his dog. And the dog's name was actually Lexi. She's very close to what we had named her. And we stood there just feeling the odds of such a thing happening. The random call that my mother made to her friend, and this man said that he'd looked everywhere. The dog had run away and obviously lost her collar, and he had called all the different shelters all over the place, and apparently the shelter in Santa Cruz had lost our phone number or something, but they weren't able to connect the man back to us. So, I mean, it's in a way, it's a small miracle, but still it's a miracle, and it's a sense of magic. And that's what we're needing in our lives right now, is this sense of magic. Our son said that people are just hungry to experience the magic again in life. And I feel that we're all hungry for that. So we need to be on the alert for these miracles and this sense of wonder that comes into our lives.
Beautiful, yeah. That was no small miracle. I mean, really, what are the odds that those events could happen, right? It was a divine thing, it was all guided. And I chose a song, just a short little, actually 2 phrases that I put to music. And the first one is, I am a child of God, and I know that I am loved. And I'm just like little Lexi, right, is guided to her home. We're always guided. If we could just trust that there's a great love and a great spirit that's always guiding us. And the second line is, no matter how much I lose my way, you are here with me. You, Great Spirit, God, universe, whatever you want to call it, you're here with me. We're never really lost. We can never really be lost. 2 weeks ago, I was on a river trip by myself, traveling 105 miles down a very isolated river. It took me a week, and I was all alone. And, I have to think about that. Really, there's no way to get lost when you're on a river, right? If you stay on the river, it'll take you someplace, And I'm just realizing that we're all on a river. We really are. We just sometimes don't know it. We're all being guided along to right where we need to go. All right?
Yeah.
So. Child of God, and I know that I am loved. That's it, sing with me. I am a child of God, and I know that I am loved. I am a child of God, and I know that I am loved. I am a child of God, and I know that I am loved. No matter how much I lose my way, you are here with me. There we go. Again. No matter how much I lose my way, you are here with me. No matter how much I lose my way, you are here with me. Once more. No matter how much I lose my way, you are here with me. You are here with me. It's cute how pretty much every time I have to get lost in the song just once even, right? It has to happen. And, but I find myself again, right? Or God finds me.
I tell Barry that's the best part.
Yeah, there's no such thing as perfection, right? We're always striving.
All right, so may we all stay alert for the miracles and the awe and the wonder. We've all been through a lot this last year and a half, and we need to really open up to all the magic and all the light. Well, thank you for watching.
Yeah. All you need to do is just really open your eyes and look around, and miracles are everywhere. Everywhere. And we're so excited to be having our first in-person couples retreat in a week or two, couple weeks, week and a half, to be with people again. That's going to be a miracle.
Excited and nervous too, because it's different.
Right.
But yeah, grateful. All right. We'll see you next week.
God bless you. Mwah.